For Dave, the winners are Ramondre Stevenson, who we talked about, Geno Smith, and Raheem Mostert. Raheem Mostert only 80% rostered, only 20% started. Geno Smith only 55% rostered. Okay, Dave, Geno is going to be top 12 for you next week. You love his schedule. Anything else to say?
Not really. Just go and start Geno Smith and hope that he doesn't regress anytime soon.
Would you drop Jared Goff going into his bye for Geno Smith?
Yep.
Oh, for sure.
Would you drop Russell Wilson, who's now dealing with a lat injury, for Geno Smith?
If you don't want to be patient with Russell Wilson and you want to drop him, I don't have a problem with it.
Okay, so
same thing with Matthew Stafford, by the way.
We had the big Carson Wentz versus Russell Wilson fight 3 weeks ago. Adam, I need you to muster up some energy by the time we get to like Tuesday or Wednesday to fight for Russell Wilson's honor against Geno Smith.
How much can I use Russell Wilson's injury as an excuse now?
But you can decide that between now and Wednesday, but I'm going to need more than that.
Okay. Yeah, I can't really defend him, but I think it could be a valid excuse. You know, he hurt himself in week 4, played all of week 5 on a short week hurt. It could be a valid excuse. Raheem Mostert. Maybe he is the guy.
Yeah. He is definitely the guy. 68% of the snaps, 7 of 13 on 3rd and 4th down. Both of their snaps inside the 10. Right now, the Dolphins offense does not look like the Dolphins offense. They had their 3rd string quarterback after their 2nd string quarterback got hurt. Once everybody's back, and if Mostert is still standing, then I think that he's a use him while you got him, low end fantasy starting running back.
All right. So
and one more thing. Myles Gaskin played more snaps than Chase Edmonds today.
Pretty sure that was all garbage or almost all garbage time. Most of his touches.
You might be right.
Yeah, it's unbelievable that they were in garbage time at the Jets, but not when you consider they were on their 3rd string quarterback. We're going to get to Heath's winners. Heath stepped out for just a second. I don't know where he went. So
I know he's got some stuff going on. Mostert started playing when it was 19-14.
Gaskin?
In the early 3rd quarter. Gaskin. I'm sorry. And then he didn't come back in until mid 4th quarter when it was 33-17. So yes, you are right. The majority of those snaps came in garbage time.
All right. So Heath's winners, I'll let you talk about them and we can, Devonte Smith and Darius Slayton and Josh Kelly. Well, Devonte Smith goes for 87 yards. Once again, the supposed number 1 guy, not so great against the Cardinals, and the supposed number 2 guy with a big game. But it's Devonte Smith, Darius Slayton, and Josh Kelly. Go ahead, Dave. Talk about
at least 15 I don't mind these. At least 15 PPR points for Devonte Smith in 3 of his past 4 games. The only game he didn't do it in was that slop fest against Jacksonville, which I believe he didn't play the full game in. I think he had an injury. He's making amazing plays. This is another receiver that I would put ahead of Gabriel Davis. I think he can be more consistent over the remainder of the season.
Heath, can Devonte Smith be consistent? Because here are his yards in 5 games. 0, 80, 169, 17, and 87.
That doesn't sound consistent. I have always been a very skeptical that past consistency produced future consistency in most cases. So I would agree with Dave. I would put Devonta Smith towards the Tyler Lockett, DK Metcalf, maybe just ahead of those guys, which is just ahead of Gabe. We're just doing a whole wide receiver rankings rest of the season on this show.
Darius Slayton, 6 catches, 79 yards on 7 targets against the Packers. Josh Kelly was the backup running back, the number 2 running back for the Chargers today, and had a touchdown, 10 carries, 2 catches. They had a pretty big day.
Yeah.
Talk about these 2 guys.
I think with Kelly in particular, like I've been skeptical of him early in his career, and he's been really, really bad. He looked really pretty good, and it wasn't the first time that I thought that this year. So I do think that he can play that 1B role to Austin Eckler, maybe be a deep flex occasionally during the bye weeks. But then if something happens to Austin Eckler, I think Kelly is going to lead this backfield, so he needs to be rostered in more leagues. Slayton does as well. You're probably not starting him, but I don't think it's as simple as Wan'Dale Robinson, Kadarius Toney just has to get healthy, and then they are going to be the clear number 1 in this offense. It's been very clear. Like, it took Darius Slayton 4 injuries to get on the field. You've got to earn your way onto the field in Brian Daboll's offense. And last time Kadarius Toney was able to play, he had not done that.
Okay.